Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Like other case studies covered in this class, the French factor in the European integration since the early 1950s, the British question in the European integration since the early 1950s till the Brexit of January 2020. Today we are going to focus on the evolution of European monetary integration. Why uh, European monetary and economic integration is so important, is so uh, vital to the evolution of the European integration. As a matter of fact, the monetary integration locates at the heart of the European integration. Any development on the front of monetary integration and of course economic integration would boost the European integration curve. The whole story of the European monetary integration started at the Hague Summit of December 1969, which committed to relaunching the European integration. At the summit, member states decided to form a committee chaired by the Luxembourg's Prime Minister Warner to prepare a study on a European monetary policy and on the possibility of establishing a European monetary union. Prime Minister of Luxembourg delivered, and his report, the Warner Report, was published in 1970. It was an ambitious plan which set out a three-stage process to achieve economic and monetary union within a 10-year period. So according to the plan, the economic and monetary union was to be expected in 1980, but this never happened. So limited success. But however, the Warner Report actually sets the framework for further steps toward monetary integration within the European uh, construction. The second main development here took place in 1972 when the EEC, the European Economic Community, created a mechanism called the snake in the tunnel in order to achieve some sort of currency stability in the between the member states. Under this mechanism, member states' currencies could fluctuate like a snake within narrow limits against the dollar. So this is the tunnel. There you go. And central banks could buy and sell European currencies provided that they remained within the fluctuation margin of 2.25%. So this was the mechanism set by the EEC to achieve some sort of currency stability or monetary stability within uh, the EEC area. The original participants in the mechanism, the snake in the tunnel mechanism, were France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. Denmark, Norway, and the United Kingdom joined shortly afterwards. But the first oil crisis in 1973, as well as weak compliance and frequent member state departures from the mechanism, led to the snake mechanism's failure. So the first uh, agreed mechanism, which called the snake in the tunnel, to achieve some currency stability within the EEC failed. But you know what? The momentum built over the previous decade endured. So because now there is some sort of momentum built, and this momentum would be endured, and the effort to create an area of currency stability continued. The evidence in March 1979, the European monetary system was launched, and this was a German initiative with the participation of 8 member states, Germany, France, and others. The basic elements of the European monetary system were, first off, definition of the European currency unit, ECO, ECU, as it went, as a basket of national currencies. So see, it was a huge development. It was the first time in the history of European integration to talk about or to decide on a single currency. Uh, the second basis of the European monetary system was the definition of an exchange rate mechanism, which set an exchange rate towards the ECO or the single European currency for each participating currency. On the basis of those central rates, bilateral rates were then established among the member states. See, it was an attempt to achieve some sort of currency stability within the EU, but it, it was a huge step forward because this was the first time to decide on a single currency for the members of the EEC. The system also included a preventive tool to avoid breaking the set exchange rate. The early year of the system, the European monetary system launched in 1979, saw modest results. But later, because of many reasons discussed in your chapter, the results were promising, especially in France and in Germany. Now the third issue I would like to discuss with you, entitled Towards an Economic and Monetary Union, EMU. In 1986, the Single European Act, SEA, was adopted in order to create a single market. And this had ramifications for establishing a monetary union within Europe. The Delors Committee, the Delors Committee report. Delors was the European or the president of the European Commission at that time. Was delivered in April 1989. The Delors Committee's report defined the objectives of monetary union and indicated that they could be achieved in 3 stages. Here, even though, as we will see later, I mean the conclusion of the report were not heeded actually soon enough. But I mean, here we witness a new development in the European integration, which is now the president of the European Commission, or the European Commission is taking the initiative to deepen the European integration. This actually was a very crucial development in the European integration. Anyway, the Madrid European Council of June 1986 decided to proceed to the first stage of the European Monetary Union advised by the Delors Committee's report. In December of 1989, so the second summit of the European Council uh, in 1989 at Strasbourg, France, the European Council aimed to determine the treaty revision that would be needed to move the second and third stages of the Delors Committee's report. I mean, of establishing the European Monetary Union, so that to pave not only the ground, but to pave the legal ground for establishing or implementing the economic and monetary union. And you know what? This was accompanied by positive international developments. The fall of the Berlin Wall and the wall in November of 1989, and the end of the Cold War. One more time. Here, the impact of the Cold War and the end of the Cold War on the European integration. So the impact was very, very substantial. We discussed the impact of the Cold War on the launch of the European integration and the evolution or development of the European construction. But now, the end of the Cold War proved to have positive impact on the European integration. See, the Berlin Wall fell in November of 1989 after just a month. The European Council uh, members got together and decided to review the treaties of the European integration in order to pave the way for the implementation of the economic and monetary union, and they deliver. I mean, the member states deliver. In December 1990, they convened uh, in Maastricht of the Netherlands and signed the Maastricht Treaty, or the Treaty on European Union, to establish an economic and monetary union, including a single and stable currency. The Maastricht Treaty provided for the introduction of a monetary policy implemented by a single and independent central bank, which was established later. It provided legal grounds for the establishment of a single currency, the ECO, the ECU, which was renamed later to be the euro. And you know what? In like 3 years period after the end of the Cold War, or 2 years period after the end of the Cold War. So in 2002, the euro became the official currency of many member states of the European Union. And since then, the euro area has undergone many rounds of enlargement. The number of member countries in the eurozone now is 19 out of 27 member states of the European Union. Of course, now the Maastricht Treaty established the European Union, and now the European Union replaced the old economic community or European communities. Um, so the Eurozone members are now 19 out of 27. So we've got 8 EU member states whose currency is not the euro. Of them, Denmark has a special status. So it has its own national currency, but at the same time it was granted a special status. But the other seven who whose currencies uh, are not the euro are prospective candidates for the adoption of the euro and have committed to joining the euro area or the eurozone as soon as they fulfill the entry conditions. So it is a matter of time until we see the members or the full-fledged members of the eurozone will become 26 out of 27 with special status or for them. And just to have a full picture of the eurozone area, today the eurozone area covers a population of 341.9 million people. The GDP of the eurozone is $13.3 trillion, which counts 10% of the world GDP. The GDP per capita in the eurozone is $39,000 a year. So, developments now are promising, and the other 7 EU members will join sooner or later the euro zone. So this was the focus discussion of the evolution of the European monetary system since the level of the Warner report in 1970 till present. I uploaded your required reading to the model, and if you have any questions or concerns, I would be happy to answer your questions by email or by any means of your choosing, like for example Skype. And thank you for your listening.